Dear partner, welcome on eValiQuest for partners. On this homepage you can find a lot of different information that you can use to send to customers, technical data sheets, or you can help a customer to fill in an eValiQuest on this portal, or you can have a look at all the eValiQuests that have been registered for your company. Here, for example, you find all the eValiQuest risk assessments performed by customers. Here you have the chemical listing in which you find a lot of information about all the chemicals that were tested by EURlab. Here you have a list of all the contacts of your customers that already created an account on eValiQuest but did not, maybe not, create an eValiQuest. And here you can manage the users of eValiQuest for your company. Let's start by having a look at the list of eValiQuest assessments performed by your customers. Here you can monitor these eValiQuests. You have the status of the eValiQuests on the right. If it is a green flash, you know that the file has been approved. You can click on Results Sent to the customer, or it can be not approved or still in process. So let's have a look at this eValiQuest for a new ductless fume hood for a company with the person who filled it in, and in this case it is an eValiQuest for Finland. On this page you find all the information about your customer. You find his last name, his first name, his company, so all the details you need to contact the customer who completed an eValiQuest. On the left, on the top, you find as well an eValiQuest reference that you can send to us, to EURlab, to know what file we are talking about. Below you find that the eValiQuest has been approved by the R&D laboratory of EURlab. You can submit the result to the customer, and you can find the result of the eValiQuest here below by clicking on the different symbols. If you click on the right, you find the ValiPass certificate, which is a certificate which will end up on the fume hood itself. Then you find the report in which you also find the choice of the customer, so the hood that was configured by him when they were filling in an eValiQuest, or you find the result for all the different Capter ductless fume hoods. So you find the result of the expected lifetime for all the Capter models, so that you can still discuss with the customer which model suits him best. The customer, when they created an eValiQuest, selected on the eValiQuest portal a Capter Smart 321 model, which you will also find in the report, but with more details. If you want to download a brief description of the application of the customer, you can just click here and download this summary. You can also still change the handling operations. You can do it yourself if you have the customer on the line, on the phone, or if you're discussing it with him next to you. You can also send any comments to the lab or to the customer by using our chat. You can send something to the EURlab contact or to the customer. You can add any files and send it to them. Once you get a notification from the EURlab sales representative or from the R&D laboratory, you will see it as well here in the chat. If you want to change the contact of the person working on this project inside your company, you can do that here. Here we only have one person who is working on this project, so there is only one possibility. So this is to follow up an eValiQuest which was created by one of your customers. Here again you find the summary of all the eValiQuests that were created and were attached to your company, and you find the status here, and you can download directly the results and the report when they are available here in the list. If there was a message sent by the laboratory or by a sales representative from EURlab, you will see that the number changes here from 1 to 2 or 3 messages that were sent to you. If not approved, of course, there will be a message from the lab or from the sales representative to give you more information about the eValiQuest and the manipulations registered by the customer. If you go back to the homepage, you find more information. You can also manage the users. So as I explained, you can have more people working on different projects at your company. To do that, you can add another account. So here you can just enter the name of another sales rep who is working on projects for ERLab and an email address, so that the person working on that project can have a specific link to send to his customer that they can see here, and so that they can monitor the eValiQuests of their customers. You can also change the name of the person afterwards if you want to, or change the password in the list. So this is to manage your users, your contacts of your customers, and the eValiQuest assessment. When you click on resources, you find more documents that you can download and send to your customers, which is really important to help them to make their choice of the best dockless fume hood that suits them best. Here you find some case studies, some brochures, assembly instructions, etc., which are really useful if you need more information on ERLab dockless fume hoods. If you want to know more about the AFNOR NFX 15211 standard, if you have any questions from customers, you find as well on eValiQuest more information about the standards that we comply to. If you go back to the homepage, you find again all the information. Thank you very much for using eValiQuest, and if you need any assistance, don't hesitate to contact your sales representative from ERLab.